Hey y'all, welcome back. Well, as I've had asked many times, this is my Honda 6-year review. I've had this machine 6 years. So what are we gonna go over in this video? We're gonna go over what I've done to it in 6 years, what trouble I've had with it in 6 years, the pros and the cons of what I like about the Pioneer and what I don't like about the Pioneer. You've seen the other 5-year reviews, so here's the 6, so let's get to it. As I'd stated several years ago that I was going to quit doing the reviews, but there was a lot of requests for it. So I'm going to give my most honest review that I can. So I'll start this off by saying I am a little biased towards Honda. I've had a lot of Hondas, well, not a lot of Hondas in my lifetime, but I've had several. Started out on Honda ATC 70 up to a 90, a 110, a 250 or a 200C, 250 Big Red, and then the 250SX, 200X, 250R, 300 Ford Tracks, and the Pioneer. So as y'all know, watch the channel, I do a lot of hunting. I do a lot of recreational style stuff. So the Pioneer is used a lot, you know, hunting, retrieving deer and stuff like that, but I also use it same as farm equipment. So I mean, I pull plows with this. I'll put some video here of a trail camera that caught me the other day pulling my cultipacker. It's a very heavy, huge cultipacker. I do all my food plot cultipacking, most of my seeding with this. I use it to go check trail cameras, deer, hang stands, whatever. I got trailers I pull with it. I've got a lot of accessories. A sprayer, I do a lot of sprayer. I put a video here of the sprayer and using it to get everything done as you've seen in the 5-year review, to get all my food plots, you know, weed prevention and all that. And even around my house, my daddy-o's house and my kids' houses, I do a lot of spraying there. So I guess I want to start this one off by what trouble have I had with the Pioneer. So in my opinion, Honda makes one of the most reliable machines on the market compared for my use. Now, that's not to get under anybody's get their feathers ruffled up or anybody riled up. Each side-by-side has its use and its intended purpose. So I'm not knocking Polaris, Can-Am, none of them. They're all great machines. I've worked on them all. Kawasaki, I've added accessories to them. But when it comes down to everyday reliability, pure workhorses, this is the machine for me. Now, what does a lot of people beat up on Honda? They talk about it shifting hard. Well, I have to agree. When I got this one 6 years ago, for the first month or so, it did shift really hard. Now it's as soft as it can be, no issues, works great in low range, high range, no issues whatsoever. Another complaint people have is the heat in the cabin heat. I do totally agree that the cabin heat is pretty hot on these Pioneers, but in saying that, I have put a lot of heat shield kits under seats and on motor covers and stuff of Kawasaki's and other ones that their cabin heat's bad. These are mid-engine vehicles. The engine is setting basically either under you, between you, or just slightly behind you. They get extremely hot during the summer. All of them make DI heat shield kits, or different type of heat shield kits, and you can even buy just the material to fix that. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll also put a link for the DI heat install kit for underneath the seat. So if we talk about complaints, talk about hard shifting, they talk about cabin heat, they talk about the battery issues with accessories. Now, most of your side-by-sides come with a single battery, so it's not that big of a deal. You're still gonna have to add possibly another battery or a bunch of relays or something, or a stinger, or plug it up when you get home or whatever. But Honda, the gripe that I have is Honda made a place for a second battery under the hood where the other battery is. Why they've not implemented that into an accessory or an aftermarket add-on, I don't know, but I hope Honda in the future, you do go ahead and add it, because it will save people a lot of money, especially if you can have it put on and have a warranty on it and everything when you buy it from Honda. So that's really, and the other, I'll say there is another one I see a lot on forums, get asked a lot. A lot of people want to talk about cabin closures. I have to say, I have the soft door kit. I have a video released on it. I have the fabric mid panel, and I have the hard coated solid windshield with no vent. It keeps me warm in the winter when I'm deer hunting, especially on them cold days. And I can roll up my fabric window and take my door tops off during the summer and ride, you know, just fine, stay cool, plenty of airflow coming through the machine. Now, as you will see in other manufacturers such as Polaris and Can-Am, they have some extremely well-built cabin closures. I have seen that Honda has a prototype for the 2026s that will have a complete enclosed cab for the 1005. I don't know about the 1006, but the 1005, I've seen a prototype. Were they going to production on that or not? I don't know. But so the main complaints that you're going to hear that people's going to throw out there about a Honda, one is the hard shifting, two is the heat, cab enclosures, and not having the extra battery. So that's what everybody else has to say about Honda. So what do I have to say about it? I don't have hardly anything bad to say about this machine. It is a little bit hot. I have the heat shield kit, so I remedied that. There is some door rattles, so you do have to adjust the snubbers out, and there is a bushing company that makes bushings for the doors that kind of tightens them up as they get wear over time. But I have no complaints with my Pioneer. This thing has been a trooper for what I put it through. Now, so that I make something clear, I don't take this thing and go mudding and run it through lakes and put a snorkel kit and all that on it. This machine is basically used for farm style use and hunting. That's what I use it for. I do put a lot of weight on it. I've hauled firewood, I've hauled tree stands on trailers, sprayers, cultipackers, plows. I have pulled everything with this thing, and it has no problem at all. So what issues have I had in 6 years? The only issue I had, and I know it sounds, I've had several people really beat me up for it, but you need to really run it in low range if you're like spraying fence rows and stuff. I never thought that was an issue. I thought I still had the minimum speed that I needed for high, but it actually it gets the DCT hot, and you'll get a warning light. It's got some safety sensors on it you have to reset, which I covered in the 5-year review. But now that I've run it in low and sprayed and done everything on these farms and stuff, I've not had no issues. I have worked on several of these, so I will say this for people that's got a 2016. They fixed this in 17. This is an 18 Deluxe. People's asking me about the wheels. I didn't replace the rims. The rims came on this. But if you have a 2016 or you go to buy a 2016, there's actually an injector idle plug that's right under your air box behind your seat. And it has one of the wires that if you're riding your Pioneer and it intermittently just shuts off, and you could automatically put it in park, turn the switch off, and turn it back on and crank, that wire has a weak spot in it. I fixed 2 2016s, and all you have to do is take the plug out. I'll do a video later on it, on the next one I get in the shop. And all you do is pull that pin out, replace the wire. It's about 4 inches of wire. Put your pin back in with a heavier gauge wire, solder it in, shrink wrap it in, butt connect it, whatever you want, and plug it back up. Problem solved. So that's basically on 17 and under. They fixed it in 17. I've not had any 17s come through my shop. Now, I covered what I don't like, so I want to tell you what I do like. When I said a while ago I don't mud my machines and do all that stuff, that is true. But I am pretty rough going up ridges, rocky places to retrieve deer. I've had this thing in some pretty hairy spots, and I've laid it over on its side one time. I have not replaced an axle yet. I've not replaced a boot yet, which I do have boot guards I've put on, and I've got videos on that as well on my channel, so you can go to my Honda playlist and look at the 1005 playlist, and you'll see all the videos. There's like 30 of them. Every accessory that's on this thing and anything aftermarket is on that playlist. I love the camo. I love the DCT clutch, no belt. That's the big plus to Honda, is not having a belt. I've had a lot of buddies that's got stranded retrieving deer, or be out in the snow, or getting some slick mud and strip their belt, or their warning light goes off, or they get mud in there and mess up their centrifugal clutch. You don't have that issue with a Honda. I love the, I haven't changed the tire configuration. I have changed the tires, but I haven't changed the tire configuration. I've not had no issues. The way they designed this machine is the way it's designed to run. Yeah, you can put some bigger tires on it, but they designed this machine to work at its best at the height it is with the wheels and tires that come on it, or the tire combos or whatever that come on it. The problems I've had, I can't really think of anything other than the low range thing. I've put 2 batteries on it since I've had it. The warranty run out year before last. I did buy the extended warranty. I would not recommend anybody do that, because Honda really criticizes every single oil change, every single thing you take that thing for its maintenance plan. If you don't take it and you tire something up, they will not cover it, and it's going to come out of your pocket. So you can save your money on that. And if anybody from Honda is listening, I spent one, and there was I spent my money on the maintenance plan, and I never used it. So if you're going to abuse your machine, as long as you take it in for your maintenance, and if there's something breaks besides wireable items, then yeah, they'll fix it. Or if you do mistreat it, they're not going to fix it. But you need to keep your maintenance log up. I haven't released an oil filter change on this yet, or an oil change. It's simple. It's not that hard to do. There's 2 plugs you take out. I'll do a video on that. But this machine, I go out, I crank it up, I go. I hook stuff to it. I don't think twice about it. This one's street legal. I've took it to town. I have had this thing everywhere. My honest opinion about it is, if I had to spend the money again today, I would buy another one just like it. I wouldn't be scared of buying anyone that ain't been abused. They're extremely well-built, reliable, comfortable driving machines. You can't go wrong with Honda, and they're just awesome. Now, a lot of people ask me what I've done to help. I think a few things I've done to help with the boots and stuff. I have changed the brush guard out, because I do push a lot of trees and stuff down. This is a limited brush guard, so it didn't come with this brush guard. I changed it out. The A-arm protectors is about a must. If you're going to be in the woods like I am, you really need the A-arm protectors to keep sticks from hitting your boots. Windshield is a must. I would recommend that you get one that's vented. I wouldn't get the 2-piece, because the 2-pieces always seem to let air in. At least the ones with a vent in the bottom, you can throttle them back for more air, less air, whatever. Get a top. Hands down, get a top when you buy one. It's just as cheap to get a good quality top. That's a factory Honda top that I had them add. I would get a top, and I'm telling you, that top is not broke, cracked. You can see all the tree rub marks down the side. I've had it in some pretty rough places. I've put it to the test. So this thing's got well over 10,000 miles on it, way up there in miles. I don't even know. I know it's well over 10,000. A lot of road miles on it. I've got the terabytes. The stock tires that come on them, the Bighorn 2.0s, great mud tire, great climbing tire, great snow tire, but they're super thin, and it's super easy to poke holes in them. Now, the newer tires that come on, the 2023s, 2024s, and the newer models, they might be a little different. I can only speak for my 18. But I'll walk you around with the camera and show you and kind of point out some accessories. But my honest opinion is I would do it all over again. I'd buy another one. I'm not bashing other models. I've got friends that's got T-Rexes, Polarises, and everything else. But I can tell you this much, and this is from right here, me standing here in front of you. The people in my family that had T-Rexes and Polaris Rangers and everything else, they now own Pioneers after being around, run around with me and seeing the comfort, the reliability, and just how well made these machines are. Both my uncle and my great uncle both, I've showed you their videos, they're on the playlist. I've had accessories, they both have bought them and they like them over the Polaris my great uncle has and the T-Rex that my uncle has. So I'll walk you around, show you mine, and let you get a better look at it. If you're the first time here, this first review you watched, please go watch the rest of them. Consider subscribing and liking. This is an outdoor channel. It will have hunting and other stuff on it, but consider subscribing, look around. Leave me a comment below about what machine you do have, what accessories you've added to your Pioneer, Ranger, Can-Am, it don't matter. I don't got nothing against any of the other brands. I'm just a Honda person. I like Honda. I work on a lot of them, and I can promise you, these Hondas are one of the best machines built. I have the Honda winch, which is actually a Warren Super winch. Very handy. I've used that winch pulling trees out of the road, pulling stuff out of the way. I've winched deer out of gullies and creeks. The winch is a must. As you can see, I have A-arm protectors. I have for front and rear to protect my boots and stuff. I'm running the Honda hard-coated windshield, Honda factory top. Both of those are Honda genuine items. The light bar is a 52-inch curved light bar. I'm a big fan of night light. This is, of course, a 2018 Honda Pioneer 1005 Deluxe, so it had the camo on it. Big fan of the camo for hunting. I have added the accessory panel, the switch panels. I have added the under dash storage. I have the under seat storage. I have run these Nipper seat covers. These are awesome. They dry quick, mud washes off of them, blood washes off of them. These are really, really nice. I would recommend anybody buy them if they've got a Pioneer. It'll just save the life of your seat, and they're super easy to clean. Of course, I got a little bit of add-ons like my fire extinguisher for safety and stuff. The bed's full right now. I'm ready for the velvet hunt and deer season. SB Wood and Weld winch add-on. That's huge with Scott Brooks. Good friend of mine makes these winches, and as you can look back in the Pine Life videos, you'll see me using that winch every single deer season. I've got my bow and stuff in the back. I've got a night light, 20-inch light here for loading deer. I've also got the 8-inch night light, lights, side lights, one on each side. Usually got my carry-on for deer season, but right now I'm running my receiver hitch for my trailers, factory rims and tires, and I've got the 5-panel mirror. Carry my trusty 22 in here. Got my overhead gun rack. Just a ton of accessories. This thing is rolling at stock height. No lift kit. Stock tire size with terabytes changed out. And it's just, that setup right there is perfect for what I need. It's just been an all-around great machine. Got the dual battery set up in it. LED lights come in the Deluxe. I have the street legal kit. Just awesome. I mean, everything on it has worked out real good and has held up for the last 6 years. Well, the sun's going down and I've talked probably long enough. This is my 6-year review. Drop in the comments if you want a 7-year review. I'm pretty sure I'll end up doing one every year until I'm gone, probably. Or until I might upgrade to a 6-seater down the road, but right now I'm hanging on to this old thing. It's been a beast. But like I said earlier, if you like what you're seeing, or you like this video, please comment below. Don't forget to share and like. It really helps me out. I'm over 11,000 subscribers and going strong. If you like hunting, if you like Pioneer, if you're here for the hunting, great. If you're here for the Pioneer upgrades, great videos. But drop a comment below of what you're driving, what you've done, what you own, and what you think about the upcoming Honda Pioneers and where they're going to take it, or maybe even what ideas that you have that I haven't got or you plan on doing with your machine. But as always, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe and like. And as always, God bless. We'll see you on the next video. See ya.